Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and on this video I'm going to be showing you how to change the background of an image. Remove the subject from the original background and change to a new background. Okay, let's go. This is the image we're using. Preview this beautiful girl. So we right click. You already have Adobe Photoshop installed in your PC or your Mac. You right click for PC Windows, then you go to options for Mac. So you open with Adobe Photoshop, click, and here we go. And here we have our pretty girl here. Now the tool I used to cut out, we are going to take out this lady from the yellow background, and we're going to look for another background where she can fit in. I haven't seen the background yet though, but I'm going to search for it and we're going to fix it together. Okay, so without saying much, let's get started. Now, how do we remove her from this background? First, what tool do you use? We use the polygonal lasso tool. This is the polygonal lasso tool, is located here. You can right click and check. You have several options for the lasso tool. They have lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, and magnetic lasso tool. They all have their specific functions, so I prefer using the polygonal lasso tool. So let's go. What this tool does is, you zoom in. What this tool does is you just pick, you thread the subject, the image you want to take out of the background. You thread it round and take it out, or you take the background out, whichever way you want to. So let's go. This is a lasso tool. You click, you zoom in, so you get all the edges, you get the details at the edge. You click at every edge, at every bend, at every curve. You click, and try to click inside the image, a bit inside the image, so you don't get to cut the colors of the background or the details of the background. So you click. Let me zoom out so you can get the. Let me zoom out so you can get a better view of this. So you click at every edge, every curve, every bend of the subject, and try to click inside, not outside the background. Inside. I will tell you about that when we get to the feather aspect. So this is what you do. This is what we do. You click, and try to follow all the edges. There are other ways to cut out your image using the pen tool and some other tools, but I prefer using this. And I'll definitely create a video on how to use other tools, but for this video we're using the polygonal lasso tool. So you cut. So without wasting much time, I'm going to make this video a little bit faster, then we'll get to the finishing points. Okay. So now we're kind of rounding up. So you click outside the frame, click outside, click, and when it comes here, you see the sign, this circle sign. It means join. Then you click, and everything comes together. Then at this point, what you do is we want to take out the yellow background that we've marked. So we just, when you're outside the frame you marked, this is how the polygonal lasso tool is going to appear, the symbol, the icon, sorry. And when you come inside the marked area, it changes to a square. So you just right click and you see feather, and you select, let's say 2, let's say 3, no 2, then you apply, okay, then you delete. So this comes up, that means you haven't unlocked your background, your picture yet. It's still a normal JPEG. So you come here when you can't delete the background. You come here, you see this padlock sign indicates layer is partially locked, so you click and unlock the layer. So now you can delete. You see what we have? We have a transparent background now. So we still have some yellow, there are some of the background on it, because we are not done with the picture yet. But this is how you cut a picture. The effect of the feather, let me show you the effect of the feather. Now let's zoom in for that. Zoom in. Okay, undo, Ctrl Z. Now if you don't apply a feather, go back, history, polygonal lasso. If you don't apply a feather, this is how your image is going to be. I'm going to put a black background behind her so we can understand this illustration. A dark background. Bring it backwards. Okay. Okay, now we've not applied feather on this image, so we delete. Now remove. You see how sharp this edge is. You see how sharp and rough it is. But when you apply feather on this, and you must be on a lasso for you to apply feather, if not it will pop up. When you apply feather, it becomes smooth. Let's say 4, and delete. You notice the edges is now kind of smooth. At least it has this transition from the background to the image, not just the sharp edge. Though this is actually sharp because I rushed the cutting of the image. I can actually still erase this to reduce the sharpness and make it straight. But for now, let's not do that. Let's go back to polygonal lasso. Okay, so now what we just do, we use 2 feather. Amount of feather is 2, or I say 3. Okay, and unlock and delete. So we do for this. So to remove the sign at the edge, the cutting sign, you Ctrl D and everything is gone. Now we are going to use a different lasso for this yellow and this yellow, and I'll show you what to do here. Now let's remove this yellow. We are going to use, you can still use this process I just did to remove this yellow, but now we're going to use a different lasso tool. We're going to use not lasso tool, sorry, the Wang Magic Wang tool. W is the shortcut. It selects similarly colored image areas. Like we know that place is yellow, so definitely we just click and all the yellow are going to be selected. So this is it. You just click on the magic with the magic wand. When you want to click, if you click here, it moves from here. It doesn't mark here. The mark is no longer here again. It moves here. So to maintain the marked area and still have another marked area, you just, while you've marked the first area, you hold shift and click. When you see that plus sign, when you hold shift, then you see this plus sign. When you see the plus sign, you click, and here we go. We've marked the yellow areas. Then the same thing, the feather too. The reason why I didn't use the magic one initially for the background was because the details are too much, and it might affect her hair, affect her skin and all that. So I like using the magic wand in the smaller areas where I want to remove the background. So without no much talk, let's get to the business of today. Now we've traced the background, but we still have some yellow background, some of the background details on her hair. So what we do is there are different methods of tracing hair details from a photo, but this particular tutorial, we're just going to use the smooth tool to pick and replace. So smooth tool is S shortcut, stamp tool, clone stamp tool, S shortcut. It has options to clone stamp and pattern stamp tool. While we're using the clone stamp tool, what this tool does is it picks details from a particular zone or area, and it copy and paste it on another area. How do you do this? Is you click Alt, you select the position where you want, and you mark. Then you go to the position where you want it to be, and you click. You now see our girl looking like Odyssey. Exactly, 3 eyes. Okay, undo. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use that effect for this hair. You can reduce the size of the stamp tool by clicking bracket close, and increase it by clicking bracket open. You can also increase and reduce it from this angle, size, and the hardness. You can tweak the settings here. So without no further ado, let's get to the business. Now you pick here and you clone here. If you notice, our image is becoming deformed because we didn't actually mark the boundary where the clone stamp is not supposed to exceed. So now we undo. What you do now, you go to your image, you go here at the layer, Control or Command, then you see an icon, a square icon showing when you hold Command or Control, then you click. Then if you notice, our image has been marked again. Now this means whatever I copy from here will not exceed this boundary when I'm using the clone stamp tool. So let's give it a shot. Copy. You can see it. Okay, so you just do that for everything. Okay, I guess the hair is cool now. Then we just run through the edges so we don't have a yellow background. Run through the edges. Okay, we're good. So now our image is ready to move. So what do we do next? We go search for a background. Do I have any background here? Okay, we have this image here. We can open it and Photoshop. Okay, here we go. So now we have a background for our pretty girl. What you do is you use this tool, the move tool, shortcut is V, and move it from here and take it to the new environment. Now she's here. What do? We reduce. We hold Shift and Alt, then reduce, transform her to fit this environment, and size. And if you notice, we still have, okay, we don't have it. I'm coming, hold on, zoom. We don't have yellow edges here, so we're good. Now this is our lady, pretty girl. Bring her to the center. Make her big a bit. Then it's okay. I think it's cool. Now we have her in the background. Now what we're going to do is we're going to synchronize her and try to make her fit the lightning and the color of this environment, because they are both taken on a different time, different location, different weather, different camera settings, and they are not similar in color and lightning. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try to balance that. So what do we do? The first thing I do most time, I try to create a depth of field for the environment. I blur the background a bit, Gaussian blur. I go to filter, come down to blur, Gaussian blur. Now 9.5 is not bad, but I like my backgrounds to be 10. Let me just click 10, enter. Then the second thing I do, I blur the edge of the image, the subjects. I blur the edges. Now I use my lasso tool and I click inside the image at the edge. Okay, just watch me. Then you mix, join. Then you add the feather. No. Yeah, feather. I think you can use 11. 11 is fine. Oh no, make it big. Undo. Use 33. You go to filter. The blur you use, the initial blur, is recorded here, so you just click. No, not the background, please. The image. Go and you click. It's too much. Undo. So the feather is too much, so you just use 11, I guess. Then you tweak your blur to your own settings. 10, I guess 10 is too much. So you go to 5 and enter. You notice the edges is now blurry. Okay, why do I do that? I'm trying to create this bokeh effect. Trying to sync it with the background. Let's see if anything happened. Before and after. Okay, let's see it. Let's see the effect closely. Yeah, you look at this area. Let's go. Before, it's kind of sharp, but I don't know, I just like it this way. After, let's go again. Before and after. Okay, here we are. We're still synchronizing. Okay, to create my lightning now, what I do, most times I create my sunlight by myself. You go to Eclipse and you drag. This is your shape tool, Eclipse tool. You have rounded rectangle tool, Eclipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, custom shape tool, rectangular tool. So I use my Eclipse tool. And what's the color of the sun? Who knows the color of the sun? So you change the color here. You go to Eclipse to see the field. You look for the color of the sun. What's the color of the sun? Let's say orange. Are you sure? I'm not sure. I don't know. Or when I see it, I'll know. But it's too dark. Make it bright. Take it up close to yellow, orange, yellow. Okay, that's good. Now we have our sun. Ta-da! So what we do now, we just go to the layer of the Eclipse tool, rasterize the layer, or you convert to smart object, whichever suits you. Alright, Now this is the sun. What we do now, we blur the shape to make it like a light. I use Gaussian blur for that, and I make it intense, out to like 190. Let's say 200. Let's say 300, and let's say 529. Okay. So here we have our sunlight. Then I reduce the opacity to like 50, 53. You see the difference is coming out. The picture is kind of warm now initially. So when I take this off, you see it's normal, but when I bring this in, it's kind of warm. So I take this behind her, control bracket close, so it doesn't cover much of her face, so we just know this is where the lighting is coming from. Then I take a bit of it, hold Alt and drag the sun, make it smaller here, make it stretch it. Okay, get smaller here. Trying to control the light effect. Okay, we have something here. It's not supposed to be so. Okay, that sharp edge there, we just erase it. That's eraser tool. Shortcut for it is E. We just erase that line so it is sync. Okay, here we are. Our light is coming from the top, and our pretty girl is in front. So we duplicate the light, Ctrl J, then you bring one of it in front, then you reduce that one opacity to, let me say 13. Let's take it off and take it on and turn it on. Let's say 1, 2, 1, 2, before, after, before, after. Then reduce the one beneath, reduce it to like 33, and the other one reduce it to, so it won't affect the image that much. Let's say 41. Okay, we're good. The one on her face is on and everything, so we're making a difference. Then what I do again is I pour the light on her, the image itself. I mark her, control, go to here, and you see the layer thumbnail. Go to layer thumbnail and click. It marks her. Now what I do is I pick this color, the color of the color of the sun. This is what we use. I pick the color code, copy, okay, and I mark. I go back to the image and I mark. Go to image thumbnail, layer thumbnail, sorry, then mark. Then what do I do here? See what I do here. I pick a brush, I create a new layer, then I start painting. Now I just want the light, I just want to paint with the color of the light, so I put that code here, Ctrl V. There's the code. Then the edges where the light is coming from, I paint. That's what I do. I paint these edges where the light is coming from. I guess the light is pouring on her like this. Yep. Then I guess a bit of this, definitely on her head. The reason why I marked those edges, so the brush won't come out of where I want it to. So this is actually a new layer, so I can actually turn it off and turn it on. So where again, where I can pour the light here. Yeah, because more from this edge. Okay, now we're good. What I do again, I go to I can remove the boundary, then I reduce the opacity of this new layer. No, not this new layer. Done. Reduce the opacity. I can also change the color. By changing the color will affect the sound, so you will notice, say the difference. Pour the light out a bit. Let me say 20 is fine. Okay, so we turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. You can see the effect. So that's how I change my backgrounds. Now what I do more often, sometimes I can use a particular color to overshadow them. I mostly use purple or red depending on how I want the image to be. Let me use purple and see how it will look like. Then I reduce the opacity to like 3, 2 to get that Instagram feel. Most times I get it, most times I don't. Before and after. So I guess this is not really looking cool to me, so I take it off. Delete. So our image is set, but we still have to lighten and darken some places. So the light is coming from here, so I get the light to pour more from here. So I use the dodge and burn tool. This is the dodge tool, shortcut is O. This is the burn tool, shortcut is O2. So the burn tool darkens the image. Click on the image, it darkens the image. You see the effect of it. And the dodge tool brightens the image. You can see the effect. So we undo. So now what we're going to do, we're going to understand the lightning. The light is coming from here, and I guess here should be dark because the shadows are all falling down here. Yep. So what we do now is let's see. Okay, the light is coming from here. I can see the shadows of this tree. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we're good. We're good. That means I'll have to delete this and do it again. So mark and pick a color, choose your brush, and let's run to undo, create a new layer for that, then run to opacity should be 16, 20. Remove your marking, Okay, so now we're good. Alright, that happened because I just understood that the lightning of the real image, the sun is here, so we can't actually change that. If you notice, the shadows of the trees are falling towards this direction, so the sun is here. Now we can actually change that too and use the dodge tool on her. So this brighten her a bit, this edge. Undo. You don't do it too much so you don't miss the details. You just brighten her face and the hair and the bag. Here can be dark because the light is here. And that's 1, 2, yeah, it's cool. Okay, here can be bright too, but the light is pointing towards the direction. Okay, also her hair, the tip of her head should be bright. I think we're good. Then we can burn some parts like hair. You can darken here. Not too dark. Exposure, reduce it a bit. No, it's too dark. Composure is not good. Let's do it on our clothes. Then 1, then 1. Okay, this is good. Now our image is ready. For the background, we still have to do the dodge and burn too on the background. Okay, we're good. So now we save our image, Ctrl S, save it to a document. We're a pretty girl. Background, 3 background. We save the Photoshop document. Then we save. I like doing the color composure, the color balancing when it's on JPEG. So I just save as JPEG. Save as JPEG. Quality maximum large file. Then save. Then I go to the image where I saved it. Then I bring it back to Photoshop because they are all meshed and it's just one layer, so I can do the color balancing to affect the whole area together. Now I open up Photoshop. This is a JPEG image. So what I do first, I go to sharpen and I sharpen the image. It's my ritual. I just do it. I don't know the effect, but I just do it. But I guess it's having a positive effect. Then I go to image. I go to vibrance. Then I took the vibrance settings. You can choose to reduce this. You can choose to, okay, I can see something very bad. Okay, let me fix that. on this layer. The edge of one of the lights is too sharp. I guess is this one. Yeah, this. So what I can do is no, it's not. Should be this. Yep. I'll use the eraser tool to smoothen that edge. Smooth it. Now I control save as JPEG. I save it on that initial document. Replace. Could not save. Okay, yeah, it's open here, so I just close this. Let's save again. Wow, no. Close. Don't save. Save as JPEG. Replace. Okay. Now load the image again. The JPEG image. Open with Adobe Photoshop. Then my normal ritual. I go here. I sharpen. I don't know the effect of this, but I just believe it's coming out good. I always do that. Then I go to image. I go to vibrance, adjustment, vibrance. Then I reduce the vibrance, increase. I check which is better. I think it's normal. I like it normal. And I go there. I check the photo filter is warm. I check the cool. It's cool. I guess it will be cool. To be cool. Cool. It's too cool. It's too warm. But I'm getting what I want bit by bit. I think it's cool to be cool, but not too cool. Okay, medium cool. This is good. Increase it a bit. No, take it back. Increase it a bit. Let me see. Okay, 25 is good. Let's see the initial color. Initial color is cool. You take it back anytime. I prefer this because it's kind of mild. Okay, we go to image adjustments. We go to hue and saturation. Saturate it a bit. +4 is okay. Dark no, light no. 0. So we go to image adjustments. I will go to selective color. Then choose black. Go down to the black, which is black a bit, -6. Increase the blue, allow the bluish feel. Then magenta. No, to give it that cinematic look. I don't want that right now, but I just need a bit. Okay, just getting to my taste. It's the blue. The yellow will turn to blue when you're on black, and the cyan. Oh, okay, this is good. Okay, and let's see before and after. I still like this though, but this is cool. Alright, so with that, our image is ready for no equalize. So now we're good. Save, control save, and our image is ready to go. Ta-da! Pretty girl.